Have you ever wondered why some people stay strong and healthy well into their 80s, while others begin to struggle much earlier? Imagine two childhood friends, Henry and Samuel, both born in the same small town, living almost identical lives. They grew up together, went to the same school, even worked at the same company for years. But when they both turned 80, something strange happened. Henry still wakes up every morning with energy, goes for short walks, and enjoys dinner with his family. Samuel, on the other hand, often struggles to get out of bed, feels constantly tired, and visits the hospital more frequently. Why do two people of the same age, same background, and the same opportunities age so differently? Today we'll uncover 6 harsh realities of aging beyond 80 that people rarely talk about, and more importantly, what you can do about them starting today. If you find yourself relating to any of these, stay with me until the end, because the last tip might completely change the way you think about aging. And by the way, when we get to sign number 3, I want you to write the number 3 in the comments if you agree with this one. Let's see how many of us can relate to this one. Reality number 1. Muscle loss happens faster than you think. By the time we reach our 80s, most people lose up to 40% of their muscle mass compared to their younger years. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the biggest reasons older adults feel weaker, slower, and less stable on their feet. Back to our story, Henry and Samuel faced the same challenge. Around age 65, Henry began adding light strength exercises to his weekly routine. Nothing extreme, just 10 to 15 minutes of resistance bands and short walks. Samuel, on the other hand, assumed that slowing down was just part of getting older and stopped being active. By the time they both hit 80, Henry could still climb stairs and carry groceries, while Samuel struggled to get out of a chair without help. Practical tip: do 10 to 15 minutes of light strength training 2 to 3 times a week. Use resistance bands, body weight squats, or water aerobics. Even gentle exercise signals your body to hold on to muscle. And if you're thinking, I'm too old to start, research shows that even people in their 90s can build strength with the right approach.
Reality number 2. Memory decline isn't always inevitable. Many people believe that losing memory is just a natural part of aging. But here's the surprising truth. Scientists now know that your brain can grow new connections, even in your 80s. Let's go back to Henry and Samuel. When Henry retired, he decided to learn a new skill. He started painting landscapes, something he'd never done before. He also joined a local book club, which kept his mind active through discussions and debates. Samuel, on the other hand, spent most of his time watching television and avoiding new challenges. Fast forward 15 years later, Henry still remembers names, places, and important events clearly, while Samuel often forgets appointments and repeats the same stories without realizing it. Practical tip: challenge your brain daily with puzzles, reading, or learning something new. Stay socially engaged. Conversations stimulate brain activity. Eat brain-friendly foods: fish, walnuts, berries, and leafy greens. If you've ever noticed your memory slipping a little, don't panic. Write 1 in the comments if you believe the brain can still improve, even after 80. Reality number 3. Loneliness can be more dangerous than smoking. This one shocks a lot of people. Research shows that chronic loneliness increases the risk of early death by 26%. That's nearly as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Henry lost his spouse in his late 70s and withdrew from social activities. His days became quiet, filled with long hours alone. Over time, his energy dropped, his sleep worsened, and even his immune system weakened. Henry, on the other hand, stayed connected. Weekly lunches with friends, phone calls with his grandchildren, and occasional community events. That strong social network protected his emotional and physical health. Practical tip: Stay connected with family and friends. Even short daily calls help. Join local clubs or senior community groups. Volunteer, mentor, or take part in activities that give your life meaning. If you agree that human connection is medicine, write the number 3 in the comments right now. Let's see how many of us understand the power of staying connected. Reality number 4. Sleep becomes harder, but more important. After age 80, many people find it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. But here's the catch. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It affects memory, mood, heart health, and even immune function. Henry made sleep a priority early on. He kept a regular bedtime, avoided caffeine late in the day, and practiced relaxation breathing before bed. Samuel, on the other hand, had no set routine and often stayed up late, watching TV or scrolling on his phone. Over the years, this small difference added up. Henry's energy level stayed stable, while Samuel often felt foggy and irritable.
Practical tip: stick to a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and screens before bedtime. Think of sleep as a daily reset button for your body and mind. Without it, aging accelerates, but with it, you protect your health for years to come. Reality number 5. Your diet shapes how you age. It's not just about eating less, it's about eating right. After 80, your body absorbs nutrients less efficiently, which means every bite matters. Henry gradually shifted to a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in fish, olive oil, nuts, and vegetables. Samuel, however, relied heavily on processed foods, sugary snacks, and high-salt meals. Guess who had better energy, fewer hospital visits, and more stable blood sugar levels? Practical tip: prioritize protein to maintain muscle. Load your plate with colorful vegetables for antioxidants. Drink enough water. Dehydration can mimic memory loss and fatigue. Food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. A few small dietary changes today can add years to your life. Reality number 6. Prevention beats cure every time. By the time we reach our 80s, our bodies become less resilient. Illnesses that once felt minor can lead to bigger complications. That's why preventative care is critical. Henry scheduled regular health screenings, blood pressure, cholesterol, bone density, and cancer checks. Samuel avoided doctors unless something felt wrong, assuming no news is good news. When Henry developed a small heart issue at 82, it was caught early and treated effectively. Samuel's diabetes, on the other hand, went unnoticed until it caused vision problems. Practical tip: get annual checkups and screenings. Stay up to date on vaccinations. Pay attention to early warning signs instead of ignoring them. Remember this rule: the earlier you act, the longer you thrive. The big takeaway: aging beyond 80 doesn't have to mean losing your strength, memory, or independence. The difference between Henry and Samuel wasn't luck, it was daily choices. Move your body, even just a little. Keep your brain active and curious. Protect your social connections. Prioritize quality sleep. Nourish yourself with real, healthy foods. Focus on prevention instead of waiting for problems to appear. If you want to live not just longer, but better, start today. And if any of these 6 realities spoke to you, choose one tip you're going to focus on and write it in the comments. Let's build a community where aging well is the new normal.